terribly sorry, everyone. That cliffhanger was dreadfully uncalled for. And, well, so was my behavior. I did a terrible thing. I shouldn't have tried this. Why would I assume Sweetie Belle would enjoy this? She must hate me. I hate me too. And then Twilight. I threw my sewing machine at her. And, well, she's alive, just unconscious, but how am I going to explain this to her? She'll hate me too. I don't know what came over me. This whole evening has been a nightmare. Anyway, Sweetie Belle fainted from blood loss. I hope she wakes up soon. I'm sorry, Sweetie Belle. I'm sorry, Twilight. Sweetie Belle? Big sister, I had a bad dream. It was dark and I think you were cutting me. It's okay, sweetie. It's over now. I know. That's why it was a bad dream.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Apologies for my sudden absence after finally returning, my dear followers. But due to the incident involving my little sister and Twilight, a much-needed break was in order. During my well-deserved break, I've noticed many of you decided to follow my page, and so here's your reward. Over 1,000 ponies want to spank Mommy. Who's first?
So, all these people are wondering, why exactly do you call yourself Mommy?
Every little filly has her dreams.
Oh, Joy, it's Lil Miss Grimdark. I'm not going to ask how you found my house. Don't you have a little sister to torture, or something else that isn't wasting my valuable time?
You never quit, do you? I can't even stand to look at you.
Well, surprise, surprise. You showed up. On my doorstep. Leave, please. You bore me. Don't do that.
But
I hope you realize the offense here. You're attempting to assault a prince. I could have you arrested on the stop. But seeing as you'd probably just get off to dungeon treatment, I'll just...
hello, my little ponies. Mommy's feeling ever so lazy today, but I'm more than happy to answer a few questions. This time, I'm going to ignore the anonymous questions and answer some of you who are brave enough to show your faces.
What is your favorite kind of music? Is it classical, rap, pop, rock, or metal?
Oh, classical, of course. A little Beethoven, a bit of Applebatch, a hint of Tchaikovsky, and of course Octavia's shaping up to be the next Mozart.
So you kiss Blue Blood. Good choices. You really love him, or you are a real masochist who wants to love what she hates. Interesting. So, are you in love? In hate? The two?
What happened that night was a mistake of drunken vulnerability, nothing more. The mere thought of that wretched loser makes me sick. A future with him would be the worst of me!
Have your dreams changed since you became the way you are now?
Well, yes, they've changed. I dream of Pinkamena, blood, wounds, stitches. I had a dream the other night. I was swimming in a red river, and the water was full of little blades that cut me when they swam by. It was odd.
Please disregard all my previous disturbances. I have a confession. I do love a woman with facial scars. You are a very attractive woman, and the scars add to your beauty. I fell in love with this blog because of your natural beauty, and I think I love this more than Pinkamena. May I see a good face shot? Maybe a sexy face.
Why, thank you, Zico. If a sexy face is what you want, let's bring that camera over here. Oh, dear me. I'm being stalked by Celestia the all-molesting. What a horrid misfortune. I hope she doesn't find me tomorrow night, 10 p.m. sharp, in my boutique boudoir, dressed in lingerie, bound and helpless, crops and frogs located in the box under my bureau.
Later that same evening.
Are you a virgin? If not, tell us who was your first.
A virgin? No, not since a few nights after the gala. But alas, a true lady mustn't kiss and tell. Not that my mouth was being used for any kissing that night. Oh, running pretty late. Had to tear the cloud home apart to find some things. But, got it settled now. Rarity, be there in 10 seconds flat. Tumblr, I'll see you tomorrow. I've got a feeling it's going to be a very long, very exhausting night. Rarity! You're making me look all girly. Oh, hush! You look positively dashing. I'm gonna bite you. Oh, Please do.
A few moments later. 1 hour later.
Fuck, Rarity, you're soaked. Uh-huh.
The next day.
Is the camera on, Rainbow? Yep. Hi, kids. Mommy's all tied up, but it's okay. Rainbow Dash is going to read your questions to me so I can answer. Let's find a nice dirty one.
More pics of Dashy's session, please. It's not a question. It's an order, or I'll have to punish you.
Hi. Hi. Some pony wants more pictures of me. He also wants me to spank you.
Why are these fish sticks as hard as tits?
Wow. Some of these are fucking terrible. Hey, don't be rude. Fine. Where's a juicy one?
What are your feelings on branding?
Branding? Rarity? Nah, she's too soft. Oh, don't be so sure, Dash.
Can you give me a job?
Are you a shameless slut who would gladly let some pony run her all night on a first date? Whoa, what kind of question is that? Sounds like a yes to me. Hello, my darlings. Mommy's all strapped in and ready for her tattoo, which isn't really a tattoo at all. The winning idea, unfortunately, came from Anonymous, who suggested I spruce up my tacky old heart scar with an elegant design. And what better opportunity to try out branding? I ordered the iron special from Appaloosa. Very expensive, but nothing Mommy couldn't handle. So, here we go. Oh dear, I can already feel the heat from...
God damn it!
Hello, every pony. I'm terribly sorry about the camera. I still don't really understand how to work it. Anyway, I'm sure you all want to see Mommy's brand. So, here it is. What do you think? Nah, still stings a little. Good evening, every pony. Mommy wanted to thank you all in a special way for 2,000 followers. And to do that, I've taken a few hours of my time to dig through my questions and find the 3 raunchiest ones. Oh, and ignore the knife. Question time.
What do you think about sadistic orgies?
You mean Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, Applejack, and myself. Ropes, chains, gags, writing, crops, paddles, lots of spanking, biting, whipping, finishing the night with several panting, wet, exhausted ponies with aching hindquarters and more than satisfied nether regions. Maybe this other question will answer that for you.
So how do you celebrate Nightmare Night? How many cocks can you fit in your mouth?
One, of course. Do you realize how large those are? But you're approaching this the wrong way, darling. It's not about how many you can fit in your mouth at once. It's about how delicately and expertly you go about pleasing them each on their own. Gentle, loving strokes from a nice wet tongue are the keys to any stallion's heart, dear.
You stuck what where?
Who, me? Sticking things in places I shouldn't be. You must be mistaken. I would never.
You call that a knife? Looks like a dildo.
That's 3 questions, right? All done. Camera off.
Rarity, it would seem like your followers demand some answers on that knife incident.
You should be ashamed. Do you think I'm ignorant? I would never mutilate my most pure and wonderful possession. My marehood is never to be tarnished. To think you ponies would assume that. By my firstborn son, I am disappointed. Sis, you said you were going to read me a story. Sweetie, I'm just answering a few questions. Back to bed. Fine. Now, what was I babbling about? Oh, right. The knife. I am disappointed in you who think I do something so horrible. I'm better than that. The knife wasn't in my lady folds. It was in my rear. That all cleared up now. Good. Also, all of you who've been asking about my wounds getting infected, you realize I have a horn. Yes. Yes. Now, I have to go read Sweetie a story and get to bed. Good night.
After Sweetie Belle's first appearance after some while since the incident, everyone has questions about her condition.
Sweetie Belle is doing just fine. You all needn't worry about her. She did enjoy getting hurt the other night, but you all know her well enough to have expected that. She's a little cutie mark crusader after all. But, you see, I realize that Sweetie Belle doesn't even have her cutie mark yet. I'd hate for it to be something based on her interest in masochism. What kind of monster would do something like that to a little filly? It would be wrong to force such a thing on her, even if she enjoys it. Once she finds her true talent on her own, we'll celebrate. And in case you were wondering, I read her Little Red Riding Hood. She liked it.
Would you shave your head for charity?
And what kind of self-respecting element of generosity would I be if I said otherwise? Lucky for me, Mommy's pretty no matter what. Even without my gorgeous coiffure, I'm still the prettiest pony in... Hats! Hats are all the rage right now. There you go, one rein. my coiffure. Oh, Twilight.
No need to thank me, Rarity. You're always so generous. It's my duty as a friend to pay you back in kind, even if I couldn't restore it completely. I mean, because I'm your friend, and I always will be, even if you're different now.
Oh, Twilight.
I may not approve of what you're doing, but as a friend, I need to accept what makes you happy. Hey, maybe I can write about this. The princess would love to hear about it, if she even listens to me.
Twilight?
Wouldn't you say this is a good lesson about friendship? By the way, bye, Belle. Wait, I've been dying to ask you. Do you know how much a sewing machine weighs?
Oh, Twilight.
Of course not, but I do. It weighs enough to concuss a pony, especially when it's thrown at her head. But you know what? I think I can forgive you, but only if you let me punish you. I think it's only fitting, since you bashed my brains out, and I fuck yours out.
Oh, Twilight.
Now lie down, and let Dr. Twilight hear all about it. All night long.